Hello and welcome back to the VidyaBox and to Bastard Bonds. We're almost up to part 90, which, thinking about it, we could have already been at part, like, 100 plus by now if my neighbors weren't such cunts. But, you know, it's, you play with the deck that, you dealt. With the hand that you dealt. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyway, welcome back to my asshole. Last time, we unlocked a place called Suicide Rock, which is on my little list of places that I need to bring people to. And to Suicide Rock, I apparently need to bring Beto, and I need to bring Paul. So the party is going to be, I think, Nazar, Beto, and Paul. No, Carrillo, Beto, and Paul. Yeah. So let's have a look and see what all this is about. A lonely cliff overlooking the rocky coast below. There are a number of memorial tokens in the area, hinting at the area's history. Let's go for it. There we go, straight away get a cutscene. That's great. Who knows, maybe I'll be a cunt to these guys as well, and I'll overhear the conversation about how much of a dick I am. I showed them. I record everything. How can they say this about me? Look at all the grave markers. This place gives me the creeps. We don't have to stay long. Let's just see if we can spot anything along the coastline and then get out. Well, as I gaze into the abyss, you know. It's weird, isn't it? You can sort of feel it. The urge to just throw yourself off. If a man was already losing himself in sorrow, I can imagine how it might pull you over. Let's not bring Beauregard here. We're too far out to even get a decent view of anything. I think this plan was a wash. Shit, harpies! A clutch of harpies springs out from their roost in the cliffs, and before anyone can react, they have completely surrounded Beto. Beto! Get your greasy claws off me, you stinking buzzards! I have a bow. 999! One of the harpies latches onto Beto and pulls him, flailing and screaming over the edge of the cliff. Bird! It's not Peregrine, it's fine. Hang on, Beto! Jesus Christ, your fucking ankles. Shit, Paul, what are you doing? Paul. Thought you were in Hong Kong. So it's just you and me, Carrillo. Fighting to the end, buddy. I knew it would, I knew it would... Jesus, I pressed the wrong key! It's fine, I can attack this harpy at melee range. Never mind, I can, actually. Only 23 damage from that. I'm fine. He wasn't. She wasn't, rather. Ah, damn it, Carrillo fumbled. Don't have much mechanically in the way of, synergy, but hey. Come on, buddy, wait for me! Good lord. Beto, Paul, are you alright? Oh man. He's hurt bad, but he's alive. Looks like he managed to hang on to that harpy for most of the drop. We'll get some rope, just stay there and don't move. You have some rope. Order inventory, bitch. Paul! You better not leave me, Beto. You better not. As quickly as you can, you send for help from your stronghold. Oh jeez, that's a long way away. It takes a few hours, but working together you eventually manage to get the two of them back up to the top of the cliff. Alright, those injuries are bad, but that should help him make it back to the stronghold. How are you feeling, Paul? You don't look so good. Well, yeah, he fucking jumped off of, like, several... goddamn, like... his ankles must be fucked, his knees must be wrecked. I'm fine, I'll have time to hurt after he's tucked into a healer's tent. If he hadn't jumped, we'd have lost Beto for sure. It was stupid, but he saved his life. Sure, thank you when he's awake. It's not really stupid, more it's like brave and heroic, but good going, Goddag. You should let someone else carry him. Give your body some rest. That's not happening, boss. Sorry. Boss, why are you being a dick to everyone? How can they say this about me? And that's the area secured, unless there's something here that's like, nope. There's a fire drum. Other than that, there is a path back, and, we might miss out on some fights. Well, I doubt that, actually. No, I don't think we missed out on anything, but there might be loot along the other paths, so, never say it won't happen. This game has proven me wrong countless times before, so let's just go with it. No, nothing. Alright, let's leave. And I think it's only me and Carrillo leveling up? Yep. Well, they weren't part of the fight, I guess. Very short little level. Very touching. It's okay. If a healer can't do anything, we'll just fix him with money. Ah, Beto, to recover from injury. Now, we do have a bunch of healers, I think. So we can actually go with this and... Damn it! Fuck, Paul. Fuck! Of all the goddamn shitty luck. Okay. So... I think we can make it. I think we can make it with those extra 3 points if we level him up to max. I think we can. Alright, so that was Suicide Rock. Jeez, that kind of sucks. Okay, so Cold Bridge. Do I have Cold Bridge on here? I don't think I do. What's this? Walled Garden. Walled Garden sounds nice. Was there anything else that I needed? Sorry, just give me a second. Nothing on here. So let's go to the Walled Garden, and the party is short-handed, so let's make sure that we actually bring people. I'll get Borgnina and Nazar. So at least we've got 2 people with some synergy. I'm not really bothered about some of the extras, like getting Waden up, Lucas, Kalim, etc., Nathaniel, you know. Wisaka, though, definitely. Anyone who's like a main character, quote-unquote main character, definitely get them up to max. I think most of them are, like, pretty much. Savage was nice enough to, like, have him in the party for, like, a brief moment, but tease. No, I'm just leaving him as he is. I think he would prefer the peace anyway. Oh, Greening isn't max level? Well, it would be nice to have a mage, so screw it. And in we go. This old walled garden has been mostly overrun with weeds, but it might still make a decent camp, provided you don't mind an open sky overhead. Oh, it's the good music. I fucking love this one. Is everybody well equipped? Yeah, everyone seems to be well equipped. Greening has his little chocolate stick. Or at least that's what he calls it. I have a feeling that, like, all of my, like, attempts at, like, shit innuendos, like, they're supposed to be shit, but they're supposed to be so shit and kind of, like... The sentiment of it is almost, can you imagine if I made such a bad innuendo? And it's like, it's meant to go over people's heads, but for it to go over people's heads, they have to, like, know that it's going over their heads and what I'm saying. I'm trying to say that he's like a fudge packer, okay? Apologies to the artist who this is actually based off. So this is really just, I guess if your party isn't that big, and if you look at all of my extras in the party, I guess, you could easily take this as a stronghold. This is a really nice area for a stronghold, to be honest, if you don't mind it being kind of small. Maybe you're a late bloomer with the stronghold business in this. Then again, getting all the way down here, and not having, like, a stronghold... I don't know, man. I guess you would have to just... you would have to be really late into the game. There is an old stone bridge still spanning a narrow stretch of the river here. It still appears to be sturdy despite a collapsed building of similar construction nearby. But yeah, if I ever say anything that's like, really, really cringe to the point that, like, it was... You have a feeling it was supposed to be, like... You suspect it was supposed to be funny. Chances are, that's kind of the point. I'm very kind of self-deprecating in that way. I don't make jokes for people to laugh at them, if that makes any sense. I make jokes for people to just kind of be like, okay, you, fine, you do a thing sometimes. And we're ambushed. But I don't really think this is going to be a problem. We can't hit the Saurian just yet. Boom! 573. Instantly fumbled him. That's the power of Carrillo with Icarus gear. I'm going to take up the road ahead, I think. And, yep, I've got Meteoric equipped. Of course I missed. Of course I did. Let's... We energized her with Grace. What the hell does that give her again? Extra dodge, maybe? Movement speed? Perhaps. Carrillo can move back a space. He's entangled, so we won't dodge at all. This guy fumbled, and so did I. So did I. I'm brilliant. And we got some cake for that. I like how it kind of sounds kind of squelchy. I don't know, it sounds very weird, this Chocolatier's rod. And I just realized his rod in his actual player model is the rod, it's just a different color. Huh. Took me a while to realize that. See if I can blast... No, I can't. I want to get some damn... Oh, Jesus. He is poisoned, I'll need to remember that. Hopefully I can end the combat before... Yeah, there we go. I'm still remembering that point where I think it was Nazar was about to die, and I was going fucking crazy. I was like, no! And, I thought that the poison would outright kill you, and it's one of those games where poison doesn't kill you. Like, Dark Messiah, Might and Magic. Except, in Dark Messiah, Might and Magic, if you get poisoned at all, you may as well just alt F4, because fuck that game when it brings spiders into the game. As a matter of fact, my little tip for, there we go. Beto's recovered. There we go. All's recovered. My little tip for playing Dark Messiah, Might and Magic. Don't jump into archery, and don't jump into, what the fuck was it, stealth, maybe, unless you've played the game before. Just go, like, strength or something. It's, good god, that game is frustrating when you play an archer. I've played it so many times, so many different classes, and... Oh, thank fuck, we've got one level! Oh, fucking hell! Well, I think we'll put the next level into dodge, because then we get guard, hunt, and everything up, so... Well, that fucking scared the shit out of me. So, greening is now max level, alright. And, what were we leveling up with him? 2 points will not get weave up to max, so I'm gonna refund that. And, he can do some more damage! Borgnina, 3 points. It was a very short area. We want some extra health, so I'm gonna put, to get us to the 5th rank, I'm gonna put it into guard, I think. And, so now we don't need to concentrate on dodge. Ward, you could. But, energy wave, I think, is all you really need. We have fleet, we have whisper walk. So I think now she just needs, some fight. And some guard. She's still my girl. She still broke me out of prison. She's still my girl. Fort Carteau. Ah, that is something that I need to bring somebody to. It's on my list. So let's see. Who do I bring to Fort Carteau? Ah, I bring Grieve to Fort Carteau. If it's no one else, then, well, I'm sorry, Oh, collapsing bunk huts! That's 2 places I need to bring people to. Okay, where's collapsing? Beto and Grieve to the collapsing bunk huts. So, Beto, who has recovered from falling about, what, how many fucking feet in the air? He's fine now, so let's get to Grieve and him. It was Grieve and him, yep. We may as well keep the party the same for these 2 places then. We'll get rid of Borgnina because if Carrillo can get up to max level, then that's good. And then we can focus on other people. So Beto and Grieve. Where is Grieve? He is... Off is doing his own thing. He's there. I didn't expect everybody to have the reaction that they had to Grieve. Like, Grieve's Bond and everything like that, where he brands himself, because he's just like, fuck it, I'll stay with you guys. Grieve is really popular, like, everyone seems to have the opinion that he's like a mega badass. It's nice to see. Perhaps this was once a popular place for travelers to enjoy a night's shelter. Weather, age, and encroaching woodland had destroyed most of it. Alright, let's go. So, the collapsing bunk huts. The collapsing bum cunt. How you holding up, Grieve? The armor's a lot heavier when it's wet, so I'm cold and exhausted, but I'll live. I'll go get started on the campfire right away. If you don't mind, I can't get dry fast enough. I read that wrong. I guess we'll know better than to try to ford the next stream. Today was the most miserable march we've had in weeks. At least we don't have to spend the night outside. Alright, I think we're all set. Come on up. I'll get the food started. Let's see what we've got. Did we actually bring any vegetables, or should I... Oh! Yeah, I only just noticed that Grieve's without his armor. Holy Lord, Grieve! Where were you hiding all this time? Excuse me? That's the second best bracken I've ever seen! How can I have not known you had that? Well, possibly because, unlike you, I'm properly dressed most days? Anyway, what does it matter? It's just hair. What does it matter? The quality of a man's sprawl is the surest way to measure the quality of the man. Everyone knows that. I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a two-mind about that. I like a bit of a smooth terrain. I like both, fuck it. Oh, come on, Beto, that's preposterous. You don't really believe that, do you? It's nonsense. Take a razor to it right now. Why are you looking at me, Carrillo? Fuck it. I guess it wants me to big up the man here. I don't know about that, Grieve. You're two of the best men I know, so it seems pretty accurate to me. Oh, come on, but... Wait, you said I had the second best bracken. If my chest hair is so amazing, who has the first best? Well, I do, obviously. Beto, you are a very... oh, I fucking cannot read the English language. Beto, you've a very respectable expanse there, but mine is clearly more lush than yours. It's not just about the amount, my boy. I have a broad spread, well-centered, even coverage, and look at these symmetrical swirls here. Don't get me wrong, yours is excellent, but mine is like a majestic soaring eagle. There's no comparison. Beto fixes a smug gaze on Grieve while he starts chopping up the vegetables. Well, mine isn't just an unkempt tangle either, I'll have you know. And who gave you the authority to just declare yourself the best anyway? I know you're a better sportsman than that, Beto. Don't look at me and ask me who has the best. You can outsword me any day, Grieve, but in this, Beto is king. Sorry to say it. Grieve looks at you exasperated. Come on, boss, help me out here. Arbitrate, okay. Well, I don't know if I'm qualified to judge between two such exquisite gentlemen, but I'll do my best. Do you both agree to fully follow the rules set out by the judge in this contest? I do. Grieve won't agree, though. I can already tell he knows that he'll lose. So here's what you do. You tie your chest hairs together, like most of them, and then you just do a push-up on the other guy at the same time on the count of 3. Don't be absurd. Oh yeah, and pubic hairs as well, if optional. Don't be absurd. I agree to follow the rules on my honor. Well then. Hands off, gentlemen! God damn it. Oh, that should be interesting. Oh, they actually gave Carrillo a line to say. I imagine that Borgnina's there and she's just like, oh, fuck's sake, men with their goddamn bullshit. Wait, seriously? How does that... I told you he wouldn't follow the rules. You're both really stripping. I Come on, Grieve, you got a brand now, just like the rest of us, right? That means you're gay.
Face it, Grim. You're gay.
It isn't like your mother's gonna know. Dry your clothes and we'll have our game. I suppose you have a point. There you are. Fucking don't give me that pose. Grieve closes his eyes and hurriedly strips off his pants, throwing them onto the ground near the fire with a wet slap. His face is bright red. And now his pants are on fire. Oh dear. Attaboy. This is so undignified. I guess he's more like Boardnina than we think. I think we can afford to trade a little dignity for dry clothes tonight. Not that old Grieve here will have any left at all once I win. Don't be so sure about that, Beto. It looks like there was more he was hiding from us. You may have some fierce competition tonight. Is this even still a competition? I feel this was an elaborate ploy to get me out of my clothes. Oh, don't worry. I'm still gonna make you go through all kinds of tests to figure out which man truly has the most amazing spread. Fuck you. For now, though, we're gonna sit around naked. We're gonna sit naked around a fire and eat our food like a bunch of savages, and it's gonna be great. Grieve seemed uncomfortable for a while, but as the night wears on, the warmth of the fire soaks into his skin, his posture relaxes, and his familiar smile returns to his face. You devise all kinds of comparisons to put the two men through, measuring the width, thickness, and loft of the hair covering both their bodies, but eventually the contest breaks down into laughing and swapping stories. When the fire dies down, it comes time to retire. Grieve stands defiantly, displaying his body to the both of you one last time before laughing and forfeiting the contest to his opponent. In the morning, everyone is dry and dressed, and when everyone is ready to go, Grieve playfully reaches out and scratches Beto's chest. What was that for? Not that I'm complaining. Just paying my respects to His Majesty for a battle well fought. Beto is puffing himself proudly in characteristic fashion. Seems like today is off to a good start. And there we go. So it's just, yep, another elaborate excuse to get people naked again. That's what you can expect with Bastard Bonds, but the fact is, like, you have to know, don't you, really? A scrap of paper with a note is sitting inside the open drawer here. A word of advice, last time I stayed the night in this bunk, I could hear some orcs from the military rutting like wild hogs in the next one over. If you want a scandalous story to tell people, by all means stay. If you want a good night's sleep, keep walking. That note must have been here a while then, I guess. And let's leave. No experience, but hey. So we bring Beto... No, Grieve, wasn't it? Grieve to Fort Cardo. Okay. So I'll swap Beto out. And I'll put, let's just say Nazar there. Because we've unlocked a few places. We've unlocked the Ramshackle Commune, the Keymaker's Keep. Keymaker's Keep? Huh. And the Winterbound Mine. But for now, we'll go to Fort Carto and we'll see if there's anything there. An old prison on a cliff overlooking the sea. Well, Grieve was a prison guard. It could make a decent shelter for the evening, but it is far too cramped to serve as a stronghold. Fort Carto. Grieve steps forward, his knuckles tight on the grip of his sword. When he turns to speak to you, his face is stone cold. It's another prison, and I can't imagine this place is any better than the rest. If we're lucky, it'll just be abandoned and we can move on, but... We're never that lucky, are we? Alright, let's get started. This place looks, of moderate size. Man, that fall that Beto took, reminds me... Have I told you guys in this Let's Play about the time I fell from a great height? I was in a place called Edale, which is like one of my favourite, places to, like, you know, go, on a little bit of a vacation, I guess. It's a nice little place where it's the start of something called the Pennine Way, which is like a great big trail in the UK and such. Oh shit. Nah, that wasn't too bad, considering it was a crit. I did get disarmed though, and I got disarmed with my armor, so the next couple of attacks are gonna be real strong, I guess. Cardac's going down. Cardac's going down! Holy fucking shit. So that guy's got huge risk. Fuck, I'll focus on this guy, I guess? Maybe that guy? I don't know. Fuck! Miss! Fumble! Where's my fucking armor? Oh god, where's my armor? Oh, Jesus H, where is my armor? It's underneath one of them, isn't it? Okay. Well, I don't really have that much in the way of, risk. Where's my hammer?! Shit, fuck it, doesn't matter. Frenzy. Fuck you. That saved it! Nice one. Okay. Get the Maleficar plate and, Meteoric back. But anyway, I was there with my dad back when I, like, used to, like, speak with my dad and stuff. And we... It's a nice place, it's a really nice walk, it has a real, like, almost like a... It doesn't feel real sometimes when you walk up there in, like, the proper season. Cool treads. Movement 1, Protection 7, Valuable 30, and Pain Strike. Huh. That ain't too bad of a thing, really, Pain Strike. Although I imagine it would hurt you by the name. They've got, like, nails digging into you. But, on the way back, he was like, I know that there was a rope swing here, and I used to take, like, your stepbrothers here. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we went there, and he's like, yeah, we'll do this thing. And I'd never been on a rope swing before. And it was like... I'm gonna say that this was like, at its very worst, it could have been a 20-foot drop. But fortunately, I only, like, suffered a 16-foot drop. I was relatively successful in doing the whole rope swing thing. God damn it. Oh, 2. 2 damage, that's nothing. Okay. A gargoyle is gonna be, no problem. Bang! And... you know, I was kind of successful and I was like enjoying it and I was like, yeah, this is cool, let's do it some more, and I was happy. And then I was like, I need to get a really big swing, like a really big one. And sometimes when you go too far back, you like, you know, because you pull it too far back and then you're further down the rope. So I like jumped and I fucking kicked my legs up and I realized that too late. You know, I wasn't really thinking about what I was doing. And, well, my ass, like, hit the bank, and I skidded, and I, like, lost my grip, and I fell, like, 16 feet into, like, a really shallow river full of rocks. Like, the water was, like, fucking not even an inch of water, kind of thing. It was just kind of, like, trickling. And I just cracked on the rocks. But fortunately, I'd had, like, wrestling training at the time, and I knew how to, like, I suppose in, like, judo and stuff, you'd call it breakfalling, we call it bumping. And so that wrestling bump saved my fucking life. I fell, I landed, and I spread all of the impact across, like, you know, the upper part of your back and shoulders, like, you know, where your muscles are, your forearms, etc., and, like, flat feet, bent knees, etc., and, I got out with just scraped elbows, but good god, it was terrifying. And I, like, crawled back up, and my dad was, like, fucking... He had this look on his face like he'd just killed his own son. And, when I got up, I was just overcome with, like, the overwhelming urge to, like, fucking have a piss. And when I said to him, like, I'm gonna go over here and have a piss, he just fucking laughed his ass off, because... He thought his own son had, like, died. And he's just like, oh no, I need to go piss. Fun little memory. Good job, Nazar. Nice little crit. But, need to get you up a bit, because it's hardly a 999 job. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Nope, nobody knows how to hit things. There we go. There's our saves of the day. We've got a winch here. Oh, it's some sort of torture device. Okay. I didn't see it. Everyone was blocking it. Right, let's go in and look in the cell, see if we can get anything there. We have plenty of keys, so it's not like we need any, Maybe the Keymaker's place requires a lot of keys. I wonder if 10 each is going to be enough. Maybe you have to buy like 50 fucking precious keys somewhere. I'm hoping that there is like some kind of like a change in endgame content in terms of like you know, I hope that there's a point somewhere where like there's just a big long level that takes like fucking hours to complete. Not hours, but you know what I mean. But you know, like one level taking upwards of like 40 minutes to complete. We've had a bunch of them before, like going carefully through Silent Town was one of them, for instance. Yes! We didn't want to put it in the utility tree, so let's put it there. So we've now got Look of the Devil, we've now maxed out Dodge, he's now stealthy, he's got enough Hunt, he's physical. Carrillo is pretty much in a good place. Nazar I want it to be just mainly physical, and I think if we just put points into these, maybe a few points into Dodge, because I do want him to get Whisper Walk eventually. In fact, let's start by putting things in there, so that when we do put points into defense, it goes up. And one more point in defense, I guess, because he's not very far away from healthy, and he's got plenty of levels to go. Grieve, 6 points to spend, and Grieve was pretty much the same as Borgnina, really, wasn't he? So yeah, we'll just keep pumping that, and then I'll swap to guard afterwards, and a little bit in labor. A little baby 58. But we're at about 32 minutes, so that'll be all for this episode. Thanks very much for watching me, guys. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you sticking with me for so long, and hopefully there'll be more days like this where I can just do like a bunch of recording in one session, and yeah, hopefully the channel continues to grow. I'm just sorry it's been neglected for so long. What did we unlock? We unlocked ARPA, and the ARPA Metis is somewhere around here, so that'll link these two areas together. So that'll be interesting. I like going to hell. So, okay guys. Take care of yourselves now. Love you. Stay strong. Bye-bye.